or add that on it. Never step on it. When you wanna mind the kind of give it hope when they down and out. Dig a hole so deep, ain't no climbing out.
Yeah, I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, but this the best. Don't you see me out here shining, barely flexing? I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it lonely at the top, this the best. And even if we die today, don't live forever. Live forever.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Eagles going up against the Patriots.
Larry, this 2017 season has given us enough thrills to last a lifetime, and now only one game remains, and it's the one we've all been waiting for, as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to coverage of Super Bowl 52 from 2-year-old U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL, NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two. It got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
Well over 100 million people watching around the world. Welcome to you all. Super Bowl 52 underway from Minneapolis. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. But with a win over Tennessee, it was another record for Tom Brady, who takes the field with the rest of that Pats offense. Brady now the oldest to both start and win a playoff game, breaking the mark set by Brett Favre a few years back.
I mean, we can go all day with different records that he has set. How about this one? 251 passes in his last 5 playoff games, the most by any quarterback over a 5-game span. How about that?
And playing in his 36th postseason game ever, and now he'll look forward to number 37, and I'm sure he has an eye on 38 as well.
How about that? 36 postseason games?
Yeah.
The equivalent of 2 full NFL seasons plus playoffs?
Unbelievable. Now a former 5th-round pick of the Eagles. This is Dion Lewis. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we roll now on the offensive starters, and everybody always loves to talk about Gronk.
And wouldn't a lot of teams love to redraft right now? This guy went in the 2nd round, yet no matter what, you've got a game plan for him when you're opposing him.
2nd down following the run. Again, it's Lewis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game. What
they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It fights him off. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Out come the Philadelphia Eagles. Of course, they're gearing up for the NFC Championship game. And here's a stat for you that's kind of random. Nick Foles, first NFL quarterback in 20 years to start and win a playoff game after making 3 starts or less during the regular season.
I think Randall Cunningham was the last one. He did that for the Vikings against the Giants in 1997. Randall Cunningham, of course, a former Eagle himself. That's a stunning statistic because when you hear that, you think that guy can't possibly be ready. And Nick Foles was 23 of 30 throwing the football against Atlanta and helped his team win a big one at home.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Well, that run wasn't very successful. They did have a big one on the previous play. So you get the sense that the offense is probing around, trying to find the ones that are going to work. And when they find them, they'll keep coming back to them.
Here's Foles. And this is going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Foles. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. But before this next series gets going here offensively, what about that Saints-Vikings game?
There's so many different ways we can go and so many comments we can start with, but I hope you don't mind me starting with this one. Never in the history of the NFL, all right, did we ever think that Drew Brees could lead a team that scores and leaves just 29 seconds on the clock, and he left too much time for Case Keenum. Think about that.
Yeah,
all right?
Just the end of that game, you know, we say it all the time, but you live for those moments. Now, you also got to remember, for the Saints, we're thinking about the Vikings. For the Saints, what heartbreak.
Heartbreak for Marcus Williams, especially the safety. People are going to identify him as the key. But there's one thing to keep in mind. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end for the Vikings, ran about a 7-yard route, and someone from the Saints defense jumped him and actually weakened the back end of that defense and left it in a 2-on-2 situation, and the Vikings took advantage of it.
One we'll be talking about for years. Brady gives this one to Lewis. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Starting lineup here for the Eagles on defense. Crew Charles at all season, including the playoffs, has not allowed a point in the final 2 minutes of a game.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that was really put to the test by Atlanta.
It was.
I mean, they had their shots, didn't they? Inside the 10, 1st down and 10, 1st and goal, I guess is what it was. And how about that last pass in the end zone to Julio Jones? Did you really, truly expect him to come up with the ball? Because I did.
You did. I didn't. I felt like it was Philly's magic. They believed they were underdogs, and they believed they could do it, and they did.
I think what would have been really interesting, if he caught it, would he have come down inbounds with the ball? There's a lot going on that last play. Philadelphia made the whole thing stand up.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Speaking of Gronkowski against the Titans, 6 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown. It's important they've kept him healthy.
It certainly is because they haven't overused him. All right, not a lot of stuff across the middle in the early going. But now, expect him to get used every which way in order to try and win another Super Bowl title.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And right side caught Hogan. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Brady to Gronkowski, they make it look easy, don't they? It's a Patriot 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now Lewis looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw in that play. No gain.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Over the middle, and he is leveled, knocked down hard, right near the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They run again with Ajayi. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On the defensive side, starting lineup here for New England, a group that was much maligned earlier in the year, but they're coming alive when it matters.
Are they ever? Now think about this. The last 12 games of the season, prior to the playoffs, they'd only given up 20 or more points twice. But they really got it together against the Tennessee Titans in the first round, didn't they? Excuse me, in the divisional round.
In the divisional round. They sacked Mariota 8 times.
8 times. One of the most elusive quarterbacks, one of the best runners in the league at his position. They corralled him 8 times.
That was the most in a playoff game in nearly a quarter century. Now it's Ajayi. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. They'll run it now out of the gun. Ajayi escapes him. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They go play action here on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now the long-time Patriot. It's LeGarrette Blount. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Jeffrey with a catch left side. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar from 10 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Well, earlier we mentioned Tom Brady being the oldest quarterback to start and win a playoff game as Patriots offense works their way back onto the field, Charles. It's now, for them collectively, 7 straight AFC championship appearances.
That's absolutely off the charts amazing in this era of parity in the NFL because you're not supposed to be a super team, right? Not supposed to be a juggernaut. 7 straight AFC championship game appearances, phenomenal.
And the Jags playing in their first since 1999. First down, Brady. He's got Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So 1 quarter down here in the Super Bowl. 7-all is the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. This is Lewis, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Brady to throw on second down. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Ajayi. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. This is Ajayi. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position. Help out your team.
He'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. And And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They try again with Lewis. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Brady now on first down. Wide open, Gronkowski. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
Brady now on first down. There he goes inside the 30. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, and incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Brandon Graham able to drop it for a loss of 12. And it'll be 4th down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And now they call on Stephen Gostkowski. His career-long 57 yards set just a year ago. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, and partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. They run with Ajayi. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Felt me get a little jangly up there before that last play call. And then once it happened, I was like, oh, because it feels like almost a missed golden opportunity to take a shot in that position.
You think 1st and 5, maybe you go for a little more than a short run?
Almost a free down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some space here. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 46 yards on the ground. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jay Ajayi punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Elliott now to add the extra point. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw on second down, Brady, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. He hits White, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Offense needs something here on second down. It is 2nd and long. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. Amendola's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On play action, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. And it's actually been out of the backfield, handing the ball off where they've had a lot of success. So if you're the quarterback, do you just maybe say, you know, maybe this isn't my day, our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I agree. That's exactly what you do. And you have to kind of take your ego and put it aside because you always think your next throw is going to be your best throw, right? Your next play is going to be your best play. Lean on what's working for you right now. That should help carry your team to victory if things keep going in the direction that they are.
Yeah, because the formula has them the lead currently. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's Foles. Wide open receiver complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Now Foles. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
All right, let's discuss Dion Lewis as he gets set to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
We'll see if he can look and do some soul searching now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Brady. Allen has it, left side. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Brady. And Amendola with a catch. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The Patriots pick up the first down. Brady to Amendola.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Dumps it off to Lewis. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 36 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Patriots offense has been on the field more, but it hasn't led to a big lead. The Eagles are competing hard, and it's still very much in doubt which side will walk away with the Lombardi Trophy. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. First and 10, Aguilar is by himself here, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. As that'll tie the score at 7-all. Eagles take it at the 1. Ajayi is going to take it up the middle. And this two-play drive goes for a TD. Eagles go up by 6. Now to late in the second. Foles' completion is made out of the gun. And he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to their own 38-yard line. That'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. The second half of Super Bowl 52 still to come as we kick it back over to Brandon and Charles in Minneapolis.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 75 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Elliott on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Three yards to go on second down. Now they'll run with Lewis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
New England on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Spinning away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Foles. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First and 10, here's Brady. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. This is Lewis. And an alley to run. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Handoff as they run the counter play. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On play action, now Brady. And his throw is incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. New England on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gostkowski for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. All right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second down following the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Well, taking a step back, and we look league-wide for a second. On Tuesday the 16th, Pro Football Writers Association named the all-rookie team. Who was on the ledger?
Well, let's start with the headliners. Let's start with the Offensive Rookie of the Year, Alvin Kamara, running back from Tennessee, third-rounder with the New Orleans Saints. And Marshawn Lattimore, their first pick in the first round this past season, a cornerback of Ohio State, the Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, and Kamara shared that offensive honor with Kareem Hunt. What a year he had.
I mean, when you put it all together, at one point you thought Kareem Hunt was just running away with this thing. Remember, they got off to a 5-0 start, and he was essentially setting rookie records every week he played. And then Kamara and the Saints with a late rush made it a tie, both of them well-deserving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. to throw here. Completes it to Aguilar. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's Donnie Jones now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Dion Lewis getting set to go again here with his guys on offense. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Brady now on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, Charles, looking at the final 4 teams left in the playoffs, there's been a lot of talk about the quarterbacks. 1 very experienced, 3 not. That kind of goes for the coaches as well. You have 3 coaches that really haven't been on this stage.
Yeah, think about it. This is the deepest 3 of them have been in playoff runs, right? Doug Marrone with Jacksonville, Mike Zimmer with Minnesota, and, of course, Doug Peterson with the Eagles. Now, Mike Zimmer's been on Super Bowl winning teams before as an assistant coach, so he understands it, but he hasn't been the guy calling the shots. This is going to be interesting to see how those 3 handle the big stage.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time it's 3rd and 3. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Brady to Gronkowski. Cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot 1st down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, allow us to sidestep the action on the field for a second. Look at the NFC Championship game coming up. Minnesota, Philadelphia. What do you think, Davis?
How about this? Two 13-win teams going at each other. How about what could have been in the Final Four? If Pittsburgh had beaten Jacksonville, all four teams would have been 13-3.
Yeah.
What a phenomenal season. But even more so when you think about Case Keenum, quarterback of the Vikings, Nick Foles, quarterback of the Eagles. Neither was a starter when the season began. And both were recent teammates with the Los Angeles Rams.
And no one seems to be giving Philadelphia really much of a chance. They didn't last game against Atlanta. They were wearing the dog masks, saying they were underdog after the game. So they've got a chip on their shoulder.
They certainly do. And their offensive tackle, Lane Johnson, actually sold T-shirts about the underdog. One day, nearly $60,000 raised for Philadelphia Public Schools.
Wow. It's going to be a fun one. Vikes, Eagles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's a pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 52. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in his zone. They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Amendola catching it left side. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On play action, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference. Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And here we go on 1st and goal. Now Brady again. And that's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Dion Lewis taking it in. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The point after try for Gostkowski. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Dion Lewis touchdown run. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yes, you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's Foles. Ertz over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Foles. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And he'll give it here to his running back. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Trucks over him, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blount taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends in a touchdown run by LeGarrette Blount. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Brady. And his throw here is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And now it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Brady. And down he'll go at the 25. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Three yards left to grab here on third down. Shotgun now for Brady. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here to his running back. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Foles. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Two minutes to go here in Super Bowl 52 from Minneapolis. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And a give this time to the tailback. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And here comes Rob Gronkowski and company. And we see here the productivity certainly has decreased from the start of the game, but sometimes people forget these tight ends, they can do more than just catch the football.
That is so true, because now when things start to happen and you're not getting the ball as much, maybe you change your focus on the game. Maybe you become a very good decoy. Maybe you block a little bit more. But sometimes you have such a great first half, you expect it to continue to roll, and it doesn't just happen that easily in the second.
Now they have been able to shut him down, at least as of late. Back to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. He got 29 yards that time. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now Brady got to have this one. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 27 yards that time. And it gives the Pats a first down. Back to throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to throw, Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Brady to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Let's field it a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now back out comes the offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And again, worth pointing out, we are in uncharted waters here. A Super Bowl game never gone to overtime, but here we are with a title on the line.
And one thing I know that we share, we come at things from an optimistic view. So I certainly hope that this game gets decided by someone being a hero, making a big play, as opposed to someone being a goat and really making the wrong one.
Absolutely. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. First throw of overtime for Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down. And something tells me the moment of overtime won't be too big for number 12, Tom Brady.
Well, the best that have ever played have always taken big moments and treated them as little moments, right? Each play is going to be kind of the same, but they know how to rise to the occasion as well. And let's face it, Tom Brady, I think he'll enjoy playing in overtime and trying to be the guy that leads his team to victory.
A handoff as they run the counter play. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
To go here on 2nd down. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Brady connecting with Cooks for the Patriot first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Brady now on first down. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Brady now on first down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.